Hello, Business 330 Business Finance students. This is Professor Hassey. It's Sunday, September 18th, and this is a midweek video to go over a couple of things as mentioned in my Wednesday class. I have now posted the grades and solutions to the midterm examination. Those are now available for you to review and see how you're doing. Please check on your cumulative average in the course thus far. Make sure it looks reasonable. It makes sense. If you have questions about that, please let me know. Also, I have posted in your file folder in Blackboard a new file folder called Road King Trucks Assessment Case Paper. This is a case paper that you're going to have to be doing in APA format and a spreadsheet analysis, very similar to the work we're going to be doing last week and this coming week in class. This work is due on Tuesday, October 12th, I believe, Tuesday, October 11th. And we will be going over it again in every class up until then. We also, if I feel necessary, have a review session via Zoom if I so think that the class needs it. What I would like you to do in the coming week before class on Wednesday is download those files and read them. That's all. Just read them. Read the case analysis paper, which describes the case. Read the rubric, which explains how I'll grade it. Read the case description file and the files explaining the nature of the case. Download all those files. I think there's 4 of them, and read them prior to class on Wednesday. And I will be going over that in Wednesday. But it's very important that you begin to just take that in and begin to think about it and prepare. After our class on Wednesday, you'll be able to begin your work on that case assessment paper. And we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So please do that before class on Wednesday. Go to the Road Kings case file folder in Blackboard. There it is. Download these 4 files and review them. Look at them. Here's a sample case paper, and we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. Here's a video explaining the APA format, if any of you have never done an APA format paper before, which is very prevalent in business papers. So please do that as preparation for Wednesday's class. Also, if you go to the assignments and examination section, you'll see the solutions to the midterm, and those grades have been posted to Blackboard. So let's take a quick look at the midterm examination results. Okay, the midterm is broken into 3 areas. The first area is worth 45 points, 5 points per problem, multiple choice. And the highlights are here. I think the only area where some of us had some problems had to do with question 6. A firm's liquidation value is the amount realized from the selling off of assets and paying off all the creditors. The liquidation value is what you have left. After you sold all the assets, got the money, got the cash, paid off your debts, whatever's left is the liquidation value of a company. It's the only real problem that some of us had in that. In part 2, everybody did pretty well on this. A couple of issues, and one issue mainly was when you put your dividends down in your spreadsheet, is that I was looking for per share, not the total amount of dividends paid. In other words, I wanted to see what the per share dividend of your company is, but I didn't take many points for off on that, as long as you showed that or had that some way I could figure it out in your work. And in regards to the beta, everybody did very well on that. So thank you for your work to update your portfolio dividends and beta value, and we'll talk about that beta value this coming week in class, week 6. And then finally, the essay. I was looking for a minimum of 2-page review of how a specific one company in your portfolio has changed over the pandemic years of 2020, 2021, and into 2022, January 1 to June 30th, 22. What cite examples of financial statement analysis, changing in ownership or management team, and how the markets have changed for your company. I was looking for 4 key areas of your analysis. How has the capital structure changed over that time? How has the mix of debt and equity that's funding assets, those percentages, have they changed much over that pandemic time? Does the company now owe more money or do they owe less money? How has that changed? That's a key part. Many of us did not have that, thus 5 points were deducted. Financial statement analysis, corporate governance, how the company has changed in leadership, and how the company has been affected by the market or the economy. Many of you, all of you, had that, and I was very impressed by all your answers. You did a fine job on that. But the difference between an A and a 100 and a 95 for many of us was not having maybe in a review of how the debt position and the capital structure position changed over that time period. That tells a lot about a company. So that's what I was looking for. So the multiple choice questions, 9 questions at 5 points apiece, the portfolio questions showing your dividend per share, and the beta of your companies, 15 points, and for 40 points, an analysis of January 1, 2020 to June 30th, 2022, and how the pandemic affected a specific company in your portfolio. Good job. The grades are posted. You have your cumulative average now through the first 5 weeks of class. We begin new work this coming week in the next assignment where we'll do a capital budget problem, and we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you on Wednesday in class.